Crazy.
And we are live. We are live. We are so live.
There it is.
And
People in the room. Yeah,
how's it going, Rosal?
it's going good, brother. It is another day at the Speed to Lead ship, brother. Speed to Lead. Another day.
Another day, another great tool. But this one is a game changer, guys. So we're gonna talk about this, and we launched some things that improve, give more visibility, give more power, give more transparency. But as salespeople, what makes us excited? Sales process. Sales process is what makes it exciting. Like
Yep.
calling, this type of things, the action, the closing, and lots of other things that people can make happen in sales. Because what sales is what actually generates money. Every business, in every place, in every industry, revenue is generated by money. That's why we are so excited to talk about the topic today, because no sales are happening without good sales script. And that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you guys how I speed to lead solved. Okay, it's still a better version. Okay, we're trying to solve. We're trying to solve the idea that you need to have just a sample script and try to adjust every lead to it. So what we are trying to do, we're trying to give you a lead and with a detailed particular script for this lead. And that's what we're going to talk about. And if you think about this is just so much exciting, because even in our sales department, what we have a general script. I mean, yes, we kind of try to adjust it to agent, wholesaler, new person, or other people, but we don't have it. We don't have like to every lead that comes to our platform. Let's say every investor that is registering, our scripts are adjusting. By the way, we need to ask for that. Good point. So if I was watching, that's the next thing we're gonna do. Why don't we have for leads in our CRM adjustable script? So, but
Interesting.
Rose, I have Rose, our great sales leader, 25 years of experience, humble experience, maybe 30 already, whatever the number is, a lot, big. How Mr. Trump would say, big experience, very big. So, Rose, tell us about impact and importance of scripting in different businesses that you've been part of. And
I don't necessarily think I need to talk about the scripts that we've put together at companies. I think I just need to talk about the value of each script and how you cater that particular script to the audience or the prospect or the customer that you're talking to. And I think, what our speed to lead has done, man, this is probably whew, one of the most valuable things that I think we've put together, because it allows you to have some type of talk track based on the lead that we provide you. And that ought to excite everybody. Like, it didn't matter when I was working at Yahoo or AOL. We had a talk track. It didn't matter when I was working at Dell Computer, a 3Com, Lawson, or FileNet. We had a talk track. It didn't matter if it was Life Size, Outbound Engine, or the U.S. Money Reserve. We had a talk track every single time. And it's the confidence that you have when you have a talk track in your pocket, knowing what you're going to say to somebody. That is, man, the most beautiful thing in the world. Because if you learn your talk track, then it becomes a work of art. It becomes a work of art, and you're able to deliver it in such a way that, one, you sound genuine, you sound authentic, and you sound sincere. And when you can do that with a script, man, it changes the game. It makes you become the expert. It makes you the trusted, reliable person that they're looking for. So I would say this is a game changer for us. It's putting us in probably one of the best places we've ever been, because we also solving a problem for you, the person that's out there actually doing the work every day. And the more problems that I think we can solve for you, the better. We got the advertising part of it solved. We doing all the things that you would have to do. Got that part solved. So you don't have to worry about it. Now we got the leads for you, and we give you the source. And so now you got the leads. And advertisement, cut that out your list of things to do. Now you got the leads, cut that out the things you have to do. And now we're giving you talk track, and the talk track is valuable, and that, let alone the influencers, the coaches that we have on the platform, the Rich Wonders, the Justin Colbys, the RJ Bates, let alone those guys, because those guys also play a fundamental part of helping us build this machine that we're building right now. So you guys are proudly being a part of I Speed to Lead, and one of what I would say is one of its finest moments of positioning itself to grow and scale faster. And so, all I can do is say, get excited about the scripts, use the scripts, give us feedback when you use the scripts, and tell us where you may be getting trapped. I know myself will be open to sharing with you, feedback on what you're running into. I know Yuri is just the same. We all know Gene is always available to try to help people. So exciting times. Like I said, I think the scripts are probably one of the most important things. Yeah.
And it's important if you're new. So the initial idea, because around 30 to 40% that are coming to our platform, they never close a deal in their life, and they're looking for the first deal. And we're very happy to tell that they actually find their first deal. And right now we want to boost it even to the next level to give them easy way of approaching every lead with a new script. But here's another point. Even if you're experienced person, I always tell to everybody, if for whatever reason I become again full-time salesperson, full day, every day, being in a sales job, I would always have a script. So because first of all, it helps you to be on track all the time and not never forget any important points. And second, it actually will guide you if, let's say, your mood is crap. If you are not in the mood, by default, if you do everything out of your brain, you will perform different. Yeah, your tonality might be a little bit different, but at least you will be saying the right things that are said on the script. So
Yeah.
it will probably work out. The person might ask you, are you upset? Hey, maybe that's a strategy. Maybe I'll feel, okay, he sounds so calm and confident. Maybe that's why I need to sign with him. But scripts are keeping your track if you're new, if you're experienced, and you want to utilize them all the time. Again, we are at the first stage of scripting and giving the strategy for every lead. But moving further, at least I hope, how I see that, we would like to add a couple of exit strategies on top, like talking about innovation, how to present innovation, how to do the handoff and transition to innovation, or how to see if the seller will be open for the seller finance, or all those type of options. Also, I think we're gonna add, and that's probably the first thing we're gonna add, how you deal with objections. There are more things that are gonna come there, and it's just exciting time to be part of that and potentially join and close some deals. So
Yuri,
that's
I'm
good.
going to say something while you were talking just a minute ago, and so I'm sorry for interrupting you. But what's interesting is I think one of my biggest gifts that I've been blessed with is being able to talk, communicate effectively, articulate, whatever you want to call it. I've been able to put the words together in such a way to sound like what I would hope is the professional in whatever industry I've been in. I've been able to do it. But going back to that point that you just made, I've always needed a script in front of me. So it doesn't matter when I'm coaching my teams or working with people, I always put the script right there, because there's this level of confidence that you get when you can see it and you know where you have to go. Now, are there challenges when you're doing the script all the time? Man, there's so many challenges when you're doing a script. But the first point that you're going to get from it is the consistency of your messaging every single time. Without the script there, and you're just trying to grab bits and pieces of, I think this is the right. No, put your script in front of you so you can make sure you're consistent with your messaging every single time, because then you start to develop that habit, that muscle in your head that says, this is what, man, I got it. This is what I'm supposed to say. The other thing that's a challenge in scripting, though, and you just have to get past this one because you need the script, it's automatic. But the challenge in scripting is that you could be so caught up in your script that you stop listening. So what happens is you start to develop that habit of calling and calling and calling, using that script. You're consistent, and then your ears start to come on. They say when a person go blind, the other senses open up. What happens in a script is the other senses will open up once you got a consistent talk track you use every day. And then guess what? Oh my God, it's just a lightning bolt. You think you'll start hearing stuff and responding to what people say and learning how to weave right back into the talk track that you've been utilizing. And that's the value. The only challenge, right? The only challenge, man, is that you can get lost on listening. Somebody can say my dog died, and you so caught up in your script. And Mr. Customer, what I went, no, you can't do that, dog. You got to respond to that. So I would just say, take advantage of the scripts, man. Download them, put them in front of you on your computer every day, and just make sure you implement them. Because the only reason I ever got to where I am is because of them damn scripts. Them damn scripts gave it to me, and I still use them today on my screen. I still keep them up while I'm talking to my team. So yeah, you just reminded me of that when you said that. I was like, wow, that's exactly right. You got it. Yuri can talk. I know he can, but the scripts stay right there. Scripts stay right.
I like scripts. I mean, in a lot of cases, and still, I was talking to our sales team recently about this. Everything what you do on the sales call should have a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Every question, every statement, every tonality. In ideal world, they should have a reason. It should have a statement. And if you spend time on thinking what you need to say, instead of focusing on what the client is telling you, what the prospect is telling you, because that's what it's all about. This is the hardest part, to understand, because you can prepare yourself to what you're going to say.
Oh, yeah.
But you never know what the client is going to tell you, or the prospect
right.
is going to tell you.
Yeah.
So especially with us, since we have a lot of people for whom, let's say, English is a second language, or you have your VAs, or any situation like that. That's what I keep telling. And I know actually even local people have the same issue sometimes. They just can get lost. So especially the ones who didn't have sales experience. But that's why you want to be focused. Your biggest thing, and I think I wrote in my board, effort, enthusiasm, and listening.
Mm-hmm.
So listening is such a huge big thing. So, and you gotta be really focused, because you can be in this conversation, especially at this stage. Why a lot of deals fail? Why a lot of deals not getting closed? Because there is no rapport. They're not gonna move forward with you. There is no rapport. You're not listening. Okay, they tell you something. Maybe he mentioned some pain point, and you didn't know how to ask or dig a little bit more into this without being annoying.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This is where the thing is too. Like, he tells you something like, "Oh, I decided to relocate," and you can say it in different ways. Oh, like, where are you going? Like, how about that? And you expand on this, and after that, somewhere meanwhile, so you ask about this house, like, and how is that? It goes into whole strategy. So, and that's why it's so important not to spend time on thinking what you're gonna say, because when you have scripts in front of you, you know what you're gonna say. It doesn't matter what happens in most cases. You can be really focused on listening and making sure that you win this conversation, because in the end of the day, it's all about winning. Maybe not closing, but making sure we build enough rapport. So let's say, whatever the guy say, I don't like your deal, I think I can go more, and you know that most likely your deal is the best deal he's gonna get out there.
Mm-hmm.
After he'll talk to all the less professional wholesalers, he'll probably think that the best conversation and the most professional conversation he had was with you, and he'll get back to you. So that's why it's just so important. And again, having good script makes you focus on them, makes you more organized. You won't miss points, and especially in wholesaling, there are a lot of critical points that you can miss to how to be a conversation. It's not that hard, of course, but it's good to have some adjustments to every conversation, like we just launched, like that. If it's a vacant house or land or lot, and let's just show that. So,
Put it on the screen, man. Put it on the screen.
Probably stop talking, just guys show it.
Put it on the screen.
Let's go and share that. And guys, if you guys are here watching us, write and share if you're using some type of script when you're reaching out. And if you're using someone's script, let us know who is your source.
Mm-hmm. So you bringing it up right now?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up right now.
Hey man, just going back. Just saying one thing before you pop it up there, or put it up there while I'm talking. I find that the people that don't want to use scripts, they feel like they got it, and it's unfortunate that we never have it. You just think I got it. I got it figured out. No, you don't. You don't have it figured out yet. It ain't happened yet. Even the greats like the Kobe's and the Michaels will tell you they still needed a coach, right? So a script is your coach. It's the guidelines. It's how you take it to the hole and score. That's the key, man. So never get to that place where you think you know. If you know too much, if you get there, man, you just ain't no good for nobody. So you gotta keep learning, man. Look at that, Kobe. You got Kobe over there.
So yeah, you know guys, maybe Kobe doesn't need script. Okay, if you guys practice 3 times a day, 2 hours a day on your script, just on your script, not doing anything else,
You'll
you
get
can
it.
skip script. I
Yeah.
think you skip it every day. As long as you do it every day, maybe you don't need it. But you still will probably practice on the script though. So, but that's why it's just so important to have the structure in place, you know. And no, the objection I hear a lot from people. I don't want to use script because I'll sound scripted. Oh, I just heard
I
it from
hate that.
some new people. I'm
I hate
saying
it.
like maybe how about actors? They use script. Do they
That's right.
sound scripted? So that's why you gotta practice better.
It
So
go deeper than that. If I told you I'd pay you $1 million if you read that like the best movie actor in the world, you'll read the shit out of a script. So yeah, read the scripts, man. The script is everything. So fired up
there
on
is
the
there
script.
is a way just how you read it too, right? So
Yep.
you gotta practice that thing, and again, like with the time you'll know. And here's another big thing for script too. We're giving you kind of fairly like our first version was way more complicated. We were thinking how to better put it, and we put it, and it was even hard for us to read. So we had to okay, let's make it simpler, okay? So, but as a rule of thumb too, like if you guys for whatever reason script, this is maybe general, not for our scripts because you cannot adjust them right now, but like by yourself, it's just going right. But if you use some particular script, you need to practice with yourself, maybe use a recorder to yourself or something like that, and you try things that are there and listen how you sound. Maybe there are some statements that are harder for you to pronounce, and maybe they don't sound good. Maybe you don't have enough breath to say some sentences. You know, that happens too. So you gotta just go and adjust those things. You shouldn't try to practice it until it works, because you know what happens? You go for your second call that makes you nervous, you forget everything.
Yep.
So if you spend majority of your time to try hard to remember script and to make it work, it's not gonna work. So you gotta go back and adjust it to words or synonyms of words that sound better to you. Adjust sentences and do it this way. This way it will work for you. So and that's how you do that. And you make it to the point where you like it so much when you read it, like, and you would always think, no, this is actually better than I would come up with my brain right now. So and
Put it up there, man. Let's see it.
so
I'm
and
fired up.
yeah,
Let's look at it.
boom. Okay, guys. So here's a reminder: if you're watching us for whatever reason, if you're not subscribed to our channel, not registered on our platform, make sure to register on app.isptoolly.com. For now, at least for now, registration is completely free. You just need to create your account, and you will see exactly the same things as we see right now. And here is amazing thing right away: 15,000 plus leads on the marketplace right now. Just think about this: 15,000 leads of motivated sellers who raise their hand, who want to sell their house for cash. Think about this: 15,000 people, 15,000 leads that are available to grab. So this is the big thing. There is no other marketplace out there. I would say if there are even maybe some marketplaces, they probably don't have in 1/10 of leads that we have. So that's why, whatever reason you have, guys, even maybe you don't want to use us right now, or later, or now, for now, make sure to register and just create notification. Just get notified. It's a marketplace. Leads will all be here. They keep coming. So you never know which lead you really like, and you say, hey, maybe I want to finally take action on that. Maybe I'm already too tired, to cope, or whatever other reason you do, method you do, spend time. I mean, if it works, it works. Happy for you. But hey, there is always another lead, another dealer is waiting for you. And maybe that's the one, like on our testimonial videos, like with one of recent testimonials, our client Matt, he closed 80 plus thousand dollars in profit. So maybe that's the deal that will actually change your life, and it's possible. It is absolutely possible. So let's go to exciting thing. We already guys give you a lot of things, right? We tell you which source we use. We tell you when it was published. We tell you seller motivation. We tell you all the things. We're giving you deal predictor that actually estimates how good is the lead, basically based on the numbers that we know, based on the closings by our clients who update CRM. By the way, want to emphasize on the importance of updating your CRM. We have my CRM here, and even if you use your own CRM somehow, give us a favor, go and update our CRM when you close the deal, at least. If you didn't close the deal, fine, whatever. But if you close the deal, just come here and put close the deal. So, and that will help us, and it really helps us to improve our algorithms and improve a lot of things on our platform, and it passes the feedback to us which sources are performing the best. And again, we show you all the sources, and for us, it's very important to see the updated statuses right here. Okay. By the way, I know there are not many people watching, but here's I'm gonna tell you, there is update of our CRM coming, which will be very exciting too. Stay tuned for that. But let's go back to the marketplace and to the cool AI things we have. So
Yeah.
deal predictor, you have this. You got guys AI summary. So right now you can read the summary of the call, which to me, as a sales guy, probably less important. I want to see right away the strategy. I want to attack. I'm always in attack mode. I need a touchdown. So, but yeah, if you want to read the AI summary for the call leads that are generated by us, you can read this here. By the way, before we go any further, I just want to remind we are the biggest marketplace of call leads as well, and the best place for you guys to get call leads if you want such. Here is why. We have over 25 different providers who are working for us and submitting their exclusive leads every day on our platform. And before they come to our platform, they give us the recording, transcript. Our AI screens them after it goes to our QA department, and only after that it goes to the platform. So typically we would reject around 50% of all the leads, so you get 50% the best one. Here's a frustrating part probably for a lot of you. Those 50% that we typically reject, you guys are going to pay with any other place. With a provider, with other provider, if you're hiring call callers, if you're paid per lead with call callers, I heard about such systems as well, you're going to pay for all those garbage leads that we actually reject. So, and we don't allow for clients to buy. So, and our platform here is another thing. We are not paying them hourly. Okay, so we are fully incentivized for you guys to have the best success. How we achieve that? We have a revenue share with them. It's equal. And if you guys refund, by the way, did we talk about this? We have 21-day refund policy. And if you guys refund lead, it takes credits from them and from us. So we all really interested in you closing deals and not refunding leads. And moreover, our providers are even more motivated because we have too many providers who want to work for us. So if the rate of provider is bad, we just let them go and get another one. So that's why our system works way better than any other way that you will come up with. And by the way, before we go there, I just wanted to remind all of you that in real estate, you know what's the most underestimated commodity? It's time. So nobody values your time. But here is the interesting fact that will be delivered by my friend Josh with the copy.
Average wage is $20 an hour. You cold call for 100 hours to that's $2,000 gone. But hey, cold calling is free, right?
I don't need to add much, but every time, guys, you're cold calling.
This guy.
$20. $20. If you value yourself $20, I'm pretty sure a lot of you value yourself in more. By the way, even like when you manage somebody, your actual hourly rate is even higher. When you manage a bunch of VAs by yourself, if you're a manager position, you're probably at $50 rate at least. So you can count this too. And that's just how it works. So, and we cover that part. And let's go back to that strategy. But again, if you want call leads in anywhere, anyway, anyhow, we are your best source. The screen, you can review them. You can check the summary, and we're already going to give you the strategy. So how it looks. Okay. So those are all parameters. and just click here, AI call strategy, and right away it generates a particular script for the lead.
And now you just have to put life into that script. That's it. You got to put life into the script.
And here's the cool thing. And I'm going to show you a couple of scripts there, guys, but the scripts are really adjusted for everything. So this one is financial reasons, owner occupied in Oklahoma, ASAP, some repairs, cosmetic repairs needed. So they own it from 10 to 14 years. Let's see what it says here. I think technical silence, prompting to sell now. Yes. So when you see, this is a particular thing that is actually particular to this script. Sounds like you would like to unlock the equity you have built. Tell me more. Why you're doing it sooner rather than later? So that is actually just here. So, and I just wanted to emphasize on the thing before we go any further. I'm going to talk about this full script there. But, oh, I stopped sharing. Let me go back. Let's go to this one. Will we see something particular here? Retirement elsewhere. Let's see if we can catch this point here. Okay, high salary. This is Yuri with high speed to lead. I used to look into sell the property. I'm not gonna say others, guys. Sorry. So this will take about 7 minutes. If neither of us feels it isn't a fit, we can pull out the hang up. Fair?
That's fair.
Okay, perfect. What figure were you hoping to walk away with?
About 200,000.
Okay, and you mentioned also that you've been tired and thinking about retirement. I see that in my notes. Do you mind telling me a little bit more about this?
Yeah, man, I won the lotto, and we got 86 million. So me and my wife and most of the kids are shutting down, moving out of Austin. We're moving back to Africa and stay out there and have a good life.
Okay, normally I'll probably ask something about Africa movements, but I would say, yeah, let me be real. Okay, why are you moving guys to Africa?
The political landscape. Yeah, the political landscape in the U.S. it's off-putting right now. It's just not lined up with what I think America was made of, and so it's just time for us to, take a different road. So we're going back home, going back to the motherland.
Which country are you guys considering?
I'm probably going to go to Kenya.
Okay, I don't think I've ever been there, but so far I managed to visit just Egypt and
I haven't either.
South Africa. So yeah, Egypt been better for me though, but I would imagine Kenya is exciting. So let's talk about property a little more. So how long have you owned the property, by the way?
We've had the property about 16 years. 16 years.
Okay, that's been a while. So awesome. So, and what would you say been the toughest part of holding into lately?
I would say the kids. Most of the kids have been raised here, and so just departing with the memories, I would say would be the toughest part. And we also got our parents nearby. So just leaving our parents, and moving out, and then leaving the memories of the house. That's gonna be pretty tough.
Got it. And so I want to understand a little bit more about the condition of the house because, as you know, we're investors and we would want to make some money with property. So, do you mind me asking, like, if this sells the way you want, wrong script thing? Yeah, I missed that. That's on me, guys. But hold on. Do I have it here?
He tried to get it. Come on now. Come on.
No, it's been a long day.
if this sells the way you want, what changes for you immediately? Man, we move faster than we thought we were going to move. That's what changes. I was in.
Oh, and you know, guys, here is the cool thing too, by the way. You know why? Because I'm looking for repairs conversation, and I
Yeah.
think this is fully renovated house. By the way, full disclosure. This is another point. It's not asking about repairs, but so and yeah, let's go into that. If this sells the way you want, what changes for immediately?
Man, I tell you, I was thinking this was going to probably take anywhere from 3 to 6 months, but if this can go faster, we're moving faster and getting out. Might have to find a different place to live, or see if we can find some temporary housing or something like that. But that's about it.
Okay. And the number that you mentioned that you want to sell for, how do you mind sharing? How did you come up with this number?
Um, well, I mean, I know what the equity is in the home right now. And I figure, it probably is worth about $650,000. Um, if I can come out of it with $200,000, I'd be good. Um, but you still got to look at repairs. You still got to look at things, and I can't just say it's an ironclad number. That's just what I would like to see.
Okay. And did you have a chance to check what similar homes actually closed for in the last few weeks?
Nope, I haven't done any of that. That's what I rely on. You guys bring me a good deal, I'm ready to go.
Got it. And yeah, and we purchase houses everywhere around, so just
Mhm.
want to make sure we get you in a happy spot.
Mhm.
And if those, and I'm gonna check it myself as well, but if those are sales show a bit less, like how flexible are you willing to be?
I'm open. I understand the market is the market. It works the way it's supposed to work. So as long as it's sensible, and I can see it in the numbers, and it reflects whatever your offer is, I'm good. I'll be okay.
Okay, so here is what we bring. So all cash, purchase as is, no repairs, no commissions, and you choose the closing date.
Okay. I like
So
that. Yeah.
yeah, and knowing that you keep every dollar and it can be done on your timeline, what would you say will be the like absolute best price you can give me if we wrap this up today?
If
Because
we
I
can get it,
understand you want to move fast.
yeah, if it was getting it done today, I mean, I know what work needs to be done. I would say 450, something like that, 420, somewhere in there.
Okay. So and would you rather receive like monthly payments to hit that number, or is walking away with cash more important?
Like I said, I won the lotto, so I can take monthly payments. It's whatever you can come up with. If the offer is the right offer, we'll make it work.
Okay. And there you guys already go and negotiate on other things. But oh, it's been awesome. Let's see a couple. I actually didn't expect the role plays for that. But,
That was good. That was good though. That's what
that was actually a fully renovated house. So maybe we need actually some additional strategy for that. And by the way, that's why it's adding you for payments, because it gives you creative strategy and opening for that. Okay, let's check this one. Fully renovated as well. Cosmetic. Uh, okay, remodel. Oh no, it's digital.
I think the toughest part of script sometimes though is like me and Yuri can see each other right now, so we kind of see our mannerisms, but what we
Oh, I
really,
don't look at it right now. Actually, I'm
yeah,
not staring at my screen. So,
yeah.
but
So
but you've
if I,
definitely been a nice owner.
yeah,
So
they're trying to be, yeah, I'll be an asshole this time. Go ahead.
yeah, this one is nice. Yeah, and we're calling to Baltimore, so I think it makes sense.
There you go.
So okay, stand unoccupied. Tyler being landlord ASAP. Repairs needed. Oh, it's a condo.
No.
Yeah, let's find something different. Oh, wow, look at this one. Lancaster, California, vacant house, full guts, 10 to 14 years ownership, wanna move ASAP square. Look at this guy. A rating in California.
Man.
Palmdale. How about that? Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's see that.
Yeah.
Hi Roosevelt. This is Yuri with ISP to lead. Home buyers. Are you still looking to sell the property out of
Yeah. What you got? What do you have?
Okay, great. Sir, just before we dive in, if at just let's agree on that. If at any point either of us feels it's not a fit, we can just tell each other
I got
that
it.
and
I got it.
okay?
I got it. Not a problem. Not
Awesome,
a problem.
awesome.
Yeah.
So just be on the same page. What price were you hoping to walk away with?
Probably 375. If we can get 375 out of it, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
What do you think you can do?
Let me write it down. We closed a lot of deals, and I'm very interested in your house, so I imagine we can find some good solution. Before I give you the price, I need to ask you a couple of questions if you don't mind. But 375 is what you were thinking to get. Okay.
Got it.
So
Make it quick.
I appreciate you sharing.
You got it. Make
And,
it quick.
Okay. So I see. Just for me to clarify a couple of things, can you walk me through what's going on with the house since the fire? I see it was in a fire recently. Is that true?
Yeah, we never got it fixed. We didn't have the fire insurance taken care of when we got the house, so we never got it fixed up after that. So it's vacant right now. It needs a lot of work right now. So we really just trying to get rid of it.
I got it. Okay. Thank you for sharing. And I'm sorry to hear that. And sounds like insurance and the lender are involved too. Is that correct? And
Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't have insurance on the property, but we did have different things set up that we thought were gonna work out, and still dealing with them, still dealing with the lenders trying to give us money. So like 375 will help us pay off the lenders and get everything taken care of.
I would imagine it's been a hard process on you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. And so, what? Just for my curiosity, if you are able to sell it soon, sounds like you want to sell it quick. What
Yep.
would you like to do next?
Man. Well, I want to use the money and probably invest that in some more properties. I already got some other things that I want to do, so I'm gonna use the money to invest in some more property. This was one of my rental properties that just it was old. So because it was old, some of the things hadn't been taken care of. I can take a little ownership there, but other than that, I just want to go back and get me some more property.
Okay, and just to let's go back to interesting part about pricing that we both want to talk about. So can you please share why did you arrive at the price point that you mentioned?
Well, that's the number I need. If I want to get another property, I want to pay off the lender. That's really the number that I need right now. I think yeah.
And by the way, guys, full disclosure, I needed to build rapport more before. I didn't need to go to this question. I needed to extend on that. So whoever is watching, okay? So
there you go.
So we're gonna okay. And this price, are you basing that on that it might be worse after a full rebuild or in its condition today?
In its condition today, I mean, I think you can get. I think in its condition today is probably going to get upwards. It can get upwards of maybe 450, maybe 500. But if I got 375, I'd be good.
Okay, and just curious, is there currently a mortgage balance or is it fully paid off?
No, that 375 is going to help me pay it off. At 375, I'm not going to put the work into it, so I figure you're probably going to have to put some work into it. So I'm not worried about that part.
Okay, so okay, so here's what we do, right? So we buy the property completely as is.
Okay.
Fire damage, anything that happens, we pay all cash. We cover all the closing costs, and there are zero real estate realtors fees, anything like that.
Okay.
And you're gonna pick that closing date.
Got it. Well, how much money we talking though?
So that's what I would first want to ask you because I want to find a good common ground. So with those benefits in mind, what would you say that's what will be the absolute best price you can do for me today? And we can do it quick and we can go in, like we can move forward.
Well, I need 375. I think it's worth more than that. If I can get 375, it will work.
Okay, so here is my concern, right? So at the numbers, at those numbers, I'm a little bit concerned with this whole fire damage that I might not be a buyer because it will be hard for me, to
Okay. So what are you thinking?
make money on the house.
Yeah, but what are you
So
thinking?
I'll need to check more on that. So, and just because I need to talk to a couple of buyers in the area just to understand what the market is. We buy nationwide. We close a lot of deals in the area too.
Okay.
But when there is a fire damage or like full rebuild involved, that's getting a little bit more particular.
I get it. I don't want to waste your time though, but how soon do you think you can take to get back to me with a price?
So I will try to get back to you closer to end of the day tomorrow. If that's all right. Is there a specific
That
time
sounds
you are
good.
more available?
That sounds good with me.
What time you think you'll be available?
Yeah, I'll be home all day. Just call me. You got a good offer. I'm ready to go.
Got it. So, and just one thing, because sounds like you're a great person. I just want to warn you a little. So, if you get anybody just calling and making you to sign anything right away, so and they just agree on everything, be a little bit cautious about this because when there's a fire damage involved, so it might take time, to get the right buyers.
Mhm.
And the last thing you want to do is just to stuck in a contract that you cannot get out of. So, and
Okay.
because let me just confirm this quickly too. Is there any? And again, if you don't want to share with me, that's fine. But do you have like any pressure like to get money faster, or you kind of fine waiting and see?
No, I'm fine right now. I just want the right deal. If the right deal came in 3 hours from now, I'd be ready to go. So as soon as you can get that information for me, give me a call back. I'll be ready to go.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I will reach out to you tomorrow with several options. I'm gonna bring the cash offer, and I'm gonna also bring some of different ways how you can make money because you sound like an investor, and how I can make money as well. So those
Sounds
are like
good.
creative, but we're gonna discuss it tomorrow. Okay?
Got it.
Thanks for your
Sounds
call.
good. Sounds good.
Yeah, all right.
Man, the script is good, bro.
Yeah, script is great. So, and guys, it's not. I wouldn't do any of that shit as a script. And I know I'm not perfect. I never closed a deal in my life. Full disclosure, yes, it is. Never closed a deal in my life. So, but script allows you to work with that. Retirement elsewhere. Will it say retirement elsewhere?
I'm actually the actual buyer, the one who writes the checks. So that's kind of different right there. He put himself as a power man right there early in the script too, boy. I wish we could do a live where people read the script. That would be dope. Everybody.
Oh, I'm scheduling that. I'm scheduling that. So I'm
Yeah,
scheduling that.
that'd be sharp. I don't know if you can increase.
Again, guys, every script is different. Every script is different. So it's a special motivation point. So you want to make sure that you know, but they're great. Especially as a salesperson, it definitely made me very motivated. To okay, this one was tenant occupied, by the way. This is in Florida, Lake Butler, Florida. So, and you see, by the way, sound like the tenant payments are hit or miss, and you're tired of managing. Am I hearing you right?
Sharp.
Boom, boom. So this is adjusted. Every script is adjusted. Like, I know the company probably don't want me to tell you that, but you probably don't need summary that much after you read the script, because script already gives you a whole summary and gives you the attack line, how to close the deal. So, guys, there's nothing more to add. You see yourself. The new cool thing adjusted to our script. You can read it in advance. Just think about it. You can read and advance the script before you even dial, before you buy the lead. So, if you guys want to get a better pricing for your leads, you can always get a bunch of Coupon Club leads. Wow. What is Coupon Club? Coupon Club allows you to purchase any lead at just $29. You just need to go to status sale, and there are 14,000 sale leads, and all of them are available for you to buy. How about this one? Inherited property, vacant, ASAP. There are some repairs, A+, and instead of paying $342, you're gonna pay just $29. Boom, and you have it. $29, and that's it. And it's yours with a script, with all other things, and you're ready to go. And what happens if the lead is bad? If the lead is bad, you just ask our support, our nice support, create a support ticket. There is a phone number, there is email. Ask for a refund. You have whole 3 weeks. If it's listed under contract, they're not available, like you never managed to get a hold of anyone, they're not selling, you have whole 3 weeks to apply different exit strategies and close the deal and get another lead. Just simple as that. So just buy leads, get the strategy, get the script, and close some deals. Got a contract for innovation 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations, James. Yeah.
And I got a baby here.
Congratulations, James. That's a big deal right there, brother. That's big.
Hello.
And little Yuri.
We're getting
starting them early.
Ready to roll and tell people how to close some deals. So, but James got a contract for innovation 2 weeks ago from Coupon Club. How much money are you gonna make? So I hope you're not trying to make too much money on innovation contracts, because I saw a lot of those actually falling off. So if you do innovation,
yeah. Did he update that?
Innovation, yeah. Did you update our CRM for that, by the way?
Yeah, put that in there.
So that's the thing. But with innovation, I just saw was I mean, if you're really good as innovation king, you might want to try to, and if you're in control of situation, you can go for bigger money. But we just had Don Smith. He was talking about like targeting from 10 to 20,000 is a sweet spot to close most innovation deals. If you try to chew like 50K, 100K, there is a high chance that it will fall off. So that's and you don't want this, right? So that's how it goes. So, but guys, we're so excited, and you even saw excitement when we read the script. You know, the day was long, but when we did this whole script, that was kind of cool. So that's and we're looking forward to have more people using the script, closing deals. Because even myself, the guy, I know it didn't sound great, and actually we didn't prepare even. But even the guy who never closed a deal probably will have a somewhat decent conversation and potentially can go into even closing a deal. And that's what it's all about. You get a motivated seller, person who wants to sell his house for cash. You get leads on the marketplace. You can read the leads before you buy. You can read the script before you buy. And just buy. You act accordingly. Have your script, of course, to send, because the last part is about closing. I'm going to send it to you. Like, let's go over that together and let's sign it over. So you guys, I suppose, have all those things in place, and you'll be able to close the deal. So,
man, we got to figure out how to do it. The script thing, though, bro. If we had like American Idol, script idol at I Speed the Lead, and you read the script, everybody get on video, they read the script, and we rate them. And whoever has the best script read, we come up with a prize from. You get 2 leads, or maybe a little bit more than 2 leads, right? But we come up with a prize, bro, that everybody submits their video at them reading the script. That's hot right there.
Oh, by the way, no, that's a good point. Write it in executive, by the way. That's a good point. No, that's a really good point, by the way. Submit your video reading the script, call an actual seller, and get some bonuses.
That's it right there, brother. That's it right
there. Boom. That's a good one. By the way, if you guys are watching us and if you're active iSpeed Solid subscriber, you go ahead and do it. Buy a lead, use a script, record the video. We're gonna send you $200 bonus balance.
There it is right there. Yeah, there it is. Woo-hoo.
Yuri, you have a lot of echo.
Not on my side.
Oh my God. That's why we have Gene. So he'll always tell us that. Is it now?
You didn't have echo. I didn't have.
During the whole street. So.
You sound good to me, bro. I like it.
I know you didn't tell me anything, but
I'm gonna say you
better
sound
now.
good.
Okay, better now.
It's better. Yeah.
So. Gene, did you hear our idea about going by the script? And if you guys heard this whole echo and nobody complaining about Gene, we'll do another roleplay right now. So let's share the script. Let's do it normally now. So,
Is
and
Gene
by the
on?
way, guys, go ahead.
Is Gene on?
Yeah, I think Gene is here based on the comments.
Now I'm echoing.
No, I'm not echoing now.
I am.
He's saying you echoing?
Yeah, now I am. I wasn't while ago.
I think you should be fine. Are you saying you hear my echo?
I hear me talking after I stop. Now I don't. I'm good.
Because I'm silent. But here's the cool lead. Oh, here's the cool one. Okay, A minus, guys. A minus. Financial reasons, tenant occupied. Cosmetic. ASAP. 4 bedrooms. 6 to 9 years in Illinois.
Got it.
And I'm going for the strategy. I'm gonna go for the strategy and say right away.
Let's do it.
Hey, Roosevelt. It's Yuri with iSpeed to lead home buyers. Did I catch
Okay.
you at a bad time?
No, this is a good time. This is a good time.
Great. This will take about 5 minutes. And by the end, if we will know that if a cash sale on your Hazelcrest property doesn't make sense, we both agree on that and we leave as friends. Sound fair?
That sounds fair to me. How
Okay,
much? You got?
Go ahead.
How much do you have?
How much money do you have?
Yes, you're gonna. How much can you spend?
Oh, we buy a lot. We buy nationwide. We closed over 3,000 deals. Our network closed over 3,000 deals over the last 2 years. So
Okay.
we are buying a lot. So the biggest question right now is, my understanding, you're still looking to sell your property in Hazelcrest, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. So, and if we cover all closing costs and buy it exactly as is, what number were you hoping to walk away with?
I'd say 180, upwards to 180.
Okay, got it. And thanks for being upfront. So help me understand, like, what's going on, what's going on with the property that makes selling now the right move?
It just, I got, some money challenges. Right now we still owe about 60,000 on the property. And just, don't have jobs right now to take care of the mortgage. And so just need to try to get off of it as soon as we can.
Okay, so sounds like there's some pain in place. Sorry to hear that. And I also see that you guys are trying to do some renovations, but just wrap them up, and you basically will rather free up the capital, correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Can't lock up any money right now.
Got it. And because trying to be caring, but if for whatever reason you cannot sell it quickly, do you guys have a backup plan?
Unfortunately not. And maybe you have a suggestion on what we could do, but we don't have anything from a thought process right now that I think is going to work. So we don't have anything.
Got it. And we'll try to help. We close a lot of deals, and we have different ways how we can figure things out. But before I present maybe any alternatives, but do you mind sharing how did you arrive at that figure? Like, is it the figure that you want? Is it recent sales, or is it based on what you have invested?
Well, the money we've put into it and how much we owe on it. I want to walk away with something. So I figure, that'll at least get me closer to at least walking away with 100,000. And it's really what I want to see. I know it needs a little bit of work. I know the roof will need some work. I know the HVAC system needs some work. But yeah, I figure I at least want to try to walk away with $100,000.
Didn't you tell me 185 in the beginning?
Now I want to walk away with 100. So I'd like to see 185 from a price point standpoint.
I got it. Okay, and so I'm. That was off top, by the way, whoever was watching. So, but I'm seeing. So I'm seeing similar homes close a little bit lower, especially those still needing light touch-ups. Does that surprise you at all, or not really?
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, yes. I don't know if that's necessarily the best price. Like I said, I'd like to walk away with at least close to 100. I don't know
Okay.
how close you can get me there, but I'd like to at least get as close as I can.
I got it. No worries. So I'm just trying to make sure that we on the same page. And so let's imagine this. So we are taking a simple cash deal, no agent fees. We cover all the closing costs. We take it as it is. So whatever innovations you guys didn't finish, we're gonna take care of that.
Okay.
And you guys can actually pick the closing date.
Okay.
So knowing that, like, what do you think the absolute best price you can do for me right now, if we email agreement while we're on the phone?
Well, I'll tell you what. I know we owe 60 on it. If we owe 60 on it, I want to get as close as I can to the 100. If you could get me somewhere, I don't know, 110, 120. So if you could get me right around 160, 170, I might be open to it. Yeah.
Can you please say it again? Because I heard like a couple of figures.
Yeah, you give me the 160, 170. That'll put me in a place I can pay the mortgage off. If I'm taking somewhere between $90,000 and $100,000, I'd be good. So 160 would be the lowest I think I'd want to go. 170 would be where I'd like to see the price close at. If we can close something out.
Okay. And yeah, I think 170 might be a little bit harder because we are trying to make some money too. I mean, full disclosure.
Okay.
So, but if we hit 160, are you comfortable jumping on DocuSign in next few minutes and just so I can walk you just agreement on all the points, and then you can still sign or not sign, but you can start the process.
At least, yeah. I mean, I'd be open to that. If you think you can get 160, I would sign a DocuSign today. I'd like to see it for more, but I would sign a DocuSign today for sure.
Okay, and let's agree on this, right? So I'm trying to be nice. And by the way, full disclosure, never close the deal. I don't know if that works over this, but if we see that we can give you a better price, I'll be glad to give you a little bit extra. But I just don't want to come back to you and say like, hey, we couldn't. We need you to go down in price, because that's what a lot of wholesalers do. There's what a lot of investors do. They lock you for the contract. They cannot find a buyer, and after that they come back to you and they try to lower your price. So if we can lock it at this amount, if we can get like really good price, I'll make sure that we throw a little bit extra. Okay.
So let's do that.
Yeah, I'm sending you the purchase agreement to your email. So, and you gave me, is that correct email, roosevelt@blah.com?
Yes, it is. That's correct.
Okay, let me know when it pops up, and we're gonna go over that. So
there it is.
Now Rose has the echo. And Gene is saying we didn't blast. We blast, but our text don't work today, and I didn't have anybody to blast just call right now. So that's why we're gonna just send it over to everybody. Our whole sweet and cute discussion. We'll record the video for that. But going back to script, how did you like it?
It works, bro. What are you talking about? Scripts work.
I spoke only once in my lifetime to one seller. It was a one live call, and I called to the guy who had his house listed because I didn't want to pick any other leads. So this was the only conversation I had. I had nothing. I didn't know anything about comping and how much price and all that type of stuff. So, and again, by the way, I want to just acknowledge this part too. I think I missed another. I could build rapport more when you said about that you don't have any other options, I need cash, I needed to ask more there.
Yeah.
That's what I needed to ask, like some more like insightful questions. So how does your family feel about this or something like that? If you guys were watching Jeremy Weiner, that's what you need to do. So you need to make sure that, you watch some things, you train, and you really build this rapport, because I know some might say, oh, Roast was maybe too easy homeowner. Yuri also didn't do any comping. Maybe he's way off in his numbers, all that type of stuff. But all the things are going way easier if you guys explore enough motivation, build enough rapport, and ideally, if you have a couple of exit strategies behind you, it's fine. In the beginning, you want to leverage your network or your investor group that you're part of. So you do all those type of things, like to make sure that you sound credible, confident. That's another reason to have script, that you have enough things to help the owner to close the deal, and you'll be closing. It'll be hard to, because that's what it goes. You will be more professional. You'll be better than a lot of people that are not very, good or confident in what they do. So, and again, if you show any hesitation on the phone call, especially when you're trying to negotiate, that's a dead end. You can be maybe it can be your style, but you need to know what you're saying at every point of time and what's your whole point of that.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day, it's not about we're not knowing more about wholesale than wholesalers. We don't know that, and so I haven't closed a wholesale deal, but I do know the value of a conversation. I do know what that conversation starts to make somebody think. I do know the credibility and trust that goes into helping somebody deal with what you would consider their biggest purchase. And so because of that, that talk track that Yuri just went through, all three or four of them, I think, each of those talk tracks gave him the foundation at which to work from. And all he needs is a foundation. You guys have both the foundation already. And now we're giving you a little bit more to your foundation, and you got the experience. So you put those things together, and it should help you take off and scale your business a whole lot faster, put deals up. And then again, we got our coaches on our platform, the RJ Bates, the Rich Wonders, the Justin Colby. We got the guys on the platform that can also help you get further along in what you're trying to achieve. So, like I said, we're lining everything up for you. We gave you the leads. We supplemented your advertising costs. We're trying to help you with understanding AI and how it works with cold calling. And now we're giving you a script, a talk track to make it even sound better. You guys are in the best place possible now with our speed to lead. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody. And I think we're at the forefront of it. We're just barely scratching the surface, and we're only going to get better.
And again, just a reminder, guys, this is just a beta version. And beta version was good enough for noob like me to potentially make a decent call. I know we roleplay, we didn't want to steal your lead. And by the way, some of the leads that I picked are pretty good. Yeah, California, pretty good. Oh God, okay, that's pretty good. I wanna take a look, especially if the guy wouldn't be like Rosal, but would be real pain or something like that. So that's a definite opportunity. There is a lot of things that we can make happen. So where's and so what do you think, Rose, will be next step for us to improve the script?
I don't know if it's the next step. I think we actually put a contest out there. I wish, if Gene is here, I hope he's listening. We need to put a contest.
Yeah, Gene, are you here? Man, Rose came up with the idea.
You got to put a contest out there and let people read the scripts. They get a lead, they read the script, they send it to us, and we have a judging of the contest. And whoever reads the best, we come up with a package to give them 2 leads, 3 leads, 25 leads, 100 leads, whatever Gene can pull out of the Air Force. But have a real contest. We ought to put it live on our site, all the results, let people go live. But have fun, man. Make people do the work to have fun about getting leads. And I think that's a great contest idea.
So if you guys are watching, give us plus if you're watching, guys. But buy a lead, use the script, record yourself, send us the recording, and you're gonna get $200 bonus. So I know not many people watching right now, but this is your guys' opportunity. Go and grab a lead, record it, send it to us, and you can send it on the Google Drive to yuri@ispeedtolead.com.
Yeah.
And as usual, of course, for extra work, you're gonna be rewarded. And we got some more people coming. Guys, if you just joined us, let us know at what point you joined. If you saw my amazing performance on the script, or you want to hear it again, or you want Roswell to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
Roswell probably is more capable of doing a homeowner than myself. That's for sure. So, but that's but I mean, let's just just want to show last time. But this thing really makes me excited. I mean, I'll be really direct. I'm not sure how much I was excited to see summaries, but script is cool.
Yeah.
And when I read those scripts and I'm like imagining myself doing this, I mean, this is great. So even this one, right? Thanks for sharing that. What do you think? What's got you thinking about selling now rather than hanging on for another 10 years?
Yeah, the scripts are hot, man. Like I'm listening, I'm watching them. And now you just have to act in the confines of the script. So put your best Leonardo DiCaprio.
And add yourself. Like we don't sound all the same. Here's another thing. You guys are not sounding like RJ Bates. Me too. That's why I mean I'm maybe sound a little bit weird, but I trying to be myself. Like sometimes you don't want to be yourself. Sometimes you want to fake it till you make it, of course. But it even gives you like the note, long technical silence. Count to 7 in your head. Count to 7 in your head. So that's if needed. So in a lot of cases, probably that's not needed. But this one even can have a good setup for you for leads that may be harder to sell. So you can, if you go by that instead of thinking, and I was actually talking to my sales team about this too, just execute. Sometimes overthinking doesn't help. Don't overthink. There is a strategy, there is a lead, just go and buy and execute.
Yeah.
So because I heard it not one time, somebody would be like, just thinking too much, like thinking too much, like dude, like what? No, here's the script, execute on it. And you have 21 days to work, 21 days to go back, apply different exit strategies and try something, So that's what you want to do. That's how you want to close more deals. So, and again, depending on what kind of leads you buy, you want to be also adjusting the script a little to who you are, where you are, if you have some credibility. If you're local, say you're local, maybe get a meeting, like Jerry Norton is saying. If you're not local, you're virtual, use that to your advantage too, in a way you can. So you can mention, like, we close deals in multiple states. Awesome, good credibility point, right? If you know that if you're calling the leads that have been purchased multiple times, adjust a little. Don't just call it same, right? Adjust and say something that makes you stand out, and kind of in strategy keep in mind that maybe multiple people call. And again, there is no such thing as like fully exclusive in vacuum lead, like that he will never talk to anybody else. So, but I would say exclusivity still matters. So I'm gonna say that. So it matters, but you want to adjust your strategy if you see the lead was purchased multiple times. And again, here is quick reminder for you guys. If you want to be the first to purchase $29 leads, you know what you guys can do? You can activate Automatic Coupon Club and be the first. And again, it's not many people yet. We launched it 1 month ago, and it allows you to be the absolute first to purchase that $29 leads. And before I let you go, all of you, so I gotta make sure that I show you that. And if you guys just joined, just go and check our AI strategy. AI strategy is the script for particular lead. Just want to emphasize: tenant occupied, title being landlord, some repairs, plenty of ownership. I can view the strategy, and it will talk about what's got you thinking of selling instead of holding on to rental. We acknowledge that it's tenant thing, right? And script is adjusted to that. And if you want to get $29 leads in the fastest way, let me log into my test account. You just go into Coupon Club, automated leads. You put in place your counties, so no nationwide or statewide rural crap. So you select particular counties you want. You exclude mobile home and land, agent and wholesalers, listed and fully renovated houses. If you have a hard time of dealing with them, you put your monthly budget, daily budget, you activate it, and you're gonna get $29 right away when they appear. So when somebody is still waiting for notification, come, read, assess, all this type of stuff. If you're confident in yourself, if you want to be the fastest, just activate. You get the phone number right away to your CRM, so you'll be able to call and close the deal. So don't hesitate. Just go and activate. If you activate it today, you're going to also get $200 bonus balance, especially from me if you buy it today on May 30th. And it was amazing time with my friend Roosevelt. Roosevelt,
Yep, I'm here, brother.
any exciting plans for the weekend?
No exciting plans. I think you and I will be working again tomorrow on trying to help our Speed to Lead continue to move with speed. And so, I did see a couple things in there that we need to work on that I think can help us out. So I'm already writing it up and send it to the team. So I would just tell everybody, man, get your scripts, start reading, and get ready for the contest, because we're going to talk Gene into figuring out how we do this at a higher level.
This is awesome. Nice having you, Roosevelt, and you guys enjoy the weekend. Again, it's end of the month. Memorial deals are still there. Make sure to take advantage of them. Memorial.ispeedtolead.com, your all-American arsenal, all the AI tools, plus motivated leads, all in one. Take advantage of the package that you want. As usual, I know it's too many. Probably it's too many. It's loaded, but all information that you need is here. Take advantage, start closing leads, and we're looking for you to get very, very rich. Let's go.
Wow.